Good evening, everybody. We had a nice little getaway this evening.
We did.
We did. We dropped my grandson off at my girlfriend's house, Alyssa. She was my little lifesaver.
Yeah, she is.
I texted her and I said, I need a break. She's like, okay, Mom. After we had to end up getting a season pass because her children have it. And I said, okay, if I get Tristan one, will you take him with you? She goes, yeah, of course. So they had, 20% off for Memorial Day?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, so got him a season pass and shipped him off. So we decided to go to the Chinese buffet up by the marquee.
And we could barely get back in the house.
I'm freezing. I'm full. And I'm tired. But we had a good night. We
did. I enjoyed it.
Our late Mother's Day, early
Anniversary.
3-year anniversary is June 5th. Wow. Seems like a long time, don't it?
It seemed like 90 years.
It seems like 90 years. Anyway, I was looking up today while he was at work. I was looking, just scrolling through the internet, and I found something really, really interesting. And it was actually, I've been meaning to look this up, and I haven't had time between homeschooling a child, trying to get the house in order, dealing with 3 gigantic dogs, chickens, the garden,
Rabbits.
the endless rain. What's going on with this rain and cold weather? I'm freezing. I have a blanket on right now. I mean, it's cold. I'm freezing.
You're freezing. I'm sweating to death.
He's always sweating to death.
I think I'm going through a midlife crisis.
Menopause?
Yeah, I think
Menopause.
No, yeah, I got it.
And here comes Stormy.
What are you all upset about, dude?
So, yeah, it's been normally cold at night. And then during the day, it's mediocre hot.
Yeah, but I like the cool at night, and you don't. Opposites attract.
I guess so. Yeah.
Well,
I don't know. But anyway, I came across this article, and it was in the Forbes.com site. And I just want to read a little bit because I was looking on YouTube, of course, and I came across something about Walmart turning their warehouses into mostly AI. Yeah. And I thought to myself, my God, do you know how many people are going to lose their jobs?
Yeah.
Like, it's bad enough now as it is.
Yeah.
So, of course, I started diving a little bit deeper. And this is from, let me just read it.
Yeah, fair enough.
Okay. And I'm not going to read all of it. It says, artificial intelligence is advancing at breakneck speed. The big question is how long it will take until technology dominates the job market. Yeah, you can start thinking about your own career, which is true.
Right.
I mean, the minimalist job is the first one that's going to be taken.
Right.
It says, will you be caught up in the change? With the U.S. navigating at a $36 trillion debt, tariffs, tensions, and economic uncertainty, the specter of disruption from AI adds urgency for workers to protect themselves, which is true. I mean, it's really true. Like, what are you going to do?
You're not.
Well, that's, I don't know. I think that people are going to have to start learning special trades like building furniture or things that they can barter with, or, you know what I mean? Like that you don't need to be in a workplace
right
to to make a living.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because if you're in a workplace, like I said, I was reading about Walmart, which is really scary because Walmart is massive,
Walmart
massive.
is the biggest
Yes.
in the United States. Nobody realizes how huge they are.
Well, and they're all turning towards AI.
Right.
So I'll just go down a little bit. I'm not going to read the whole thing. It says things are changing quickly. Estimates vary, but experts converge on a transformative. Wow.
Transformative.
Thank you. I can't. My belly's too full and I'm cold.
It's affecting your brain.
It's affecting my brain. Yeah. The window is 10 to 30 years for AI to reshape most jobs. I think it's a lot sooner than that. A McKinsey report projects that by 2030, 30% of current U.S. jobs could be automated. That's a lot. 60% significantly altered by AI tools. That's a lot. Goldman Sachs predicts up to 50% of the jobs could be fully automated by 2045, driven by generative AI and robots. And that's, let's see, estimated 300 million jobs could be lost to AI.
Yep.
Affecting 25% of the global labor. What are these people going to do? How are they going to pay their bills? It's really scary. And I'm going to skip down a little bit. Larry Fink, CEO of BlackRock, speaking at the Economic Club of New York this month, cautioned that AI impact is already visible in sectors like financial and legal services.
Right.
I guess like paralegals, they're not going to need them.
Well, it's I guess in a way it's related, but it's not. But did you see that one where that AI, what do you call it? The Egyptian hieroglyphics. I forget how long. I'm just using it, saying it. I don't know how long it actually was. It wasn't long at all, though. I think they said like in 5 minutes, it knew what it said. Nobody had been able to figure out what it was saying, how it read. And within 5 minutes, it had everything out what it was.
Oh,
it
he
was
decoded
saying.
everything?
That's the word. Thank you. Decoded. Yeah.
Like when they go on
Well, it's not even.
archaeological digs.
Well, that's what it was. Yeah.
Okay.
But it wasn't even decoding. I mean, it was their language, how they wrote.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But it's a scary thing, and everybody thinks it's great. It is to a point if you limit it, but if you just let it run away, it's not good for anybody.
And do you remember, I mean, now we're talking like old school. Do you remember that Westworld?
Yeah.
That used to be my all-time favorite movie when I was younger.
Until it's possible that it's coming to light.
Well, now at my age, I'm like, my God, could you imagine? You know, that was like a whole theme park, wasn't it? And
yeah,
you got to choose what fantasy
well,
or
you
whatever.
paid for what package you wanted.
Right.
Whether it be space or, well, I'm just saying, space or Western, whatever.
The Western dude.
Right.
What was his name?
Yul
Brenner, yeah. But now that you're thinking about it, it's like, holy crap.
Oh, I'm sure they could do it right now.
That can happen, and they can turn on you. If they're thinking, you know, like, if they're smart enough to recognize stuff and figure things out, what makes it like, how would you say, not let them think on their own and like saying, well, these humans are not right. Let me do what I want when I want.
Right.
And that's where the danger comes in. Didn't somebody get attacked by AI robot or something recently?
I think so, but I don't remember the story. So
Yeah, I don't remember. I'll look into it though. But
what about the nurses?
well, that they did say, doctors and nurses. Now here's where I jumped a little bit.
Oh, sorry about that.
No, I mean I jumped through this. It's a long.
Right.
Which jobs will AI take first to last? AI's impact will not be uniform. Some jobs will fall quickly, while others resist longer. Jobs like data entry,
Right.
scheduling, customer service are already being overtaken by AI tools
Right.
like chatbots, and robotic processing automation.
Well,
That's the ones that I scream and yell at. I want a human.
how many times you went online to talk to a company and it pops up on the screen that it's just say, for example, hi, I'm Jennifer. I'm the AI. Do
Right,
you have any questions or can I help you with something?
right,
And it's AI.
right. It's scary. It's really scary. But like they were saying, all customer service, all those data entry jobs.
Yeah.
I mean, I know when in my younger days, I did nothing but data entry, and then moved up from there. But according to this Forbes.com, it says a 2024 study by the Institute of Public Policy Research found 60% of administrative tasks are automatable now. Fink notes that BlackRock is streamlining back office functions with AI cutting the cost. Yeah, they don't have to pay them. They got to grease them up every once in a while, and that's it. That's a joke, but it's not funny.
No.
These rules requiring repetitive data processing face near-term. What's that word? I can't say that word.
I don't have my glasses, Tom.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, and AR accuracy.
Try to say. I want to hear it.
No, I ain't saying it.
Come on.
Shut up. Okay, so anyway, like bookkeeping, financial modeling, and basic data analysis are highly vulnerable. AI platforms like Bloomberg's terminal enhancements can already crunch numbers and generate reports faster than any human.
Well, that should be a given.
Yeah.
I mean,
they're warning. JP Morgan is automating routine banking tasks with 20% of analytical roles at the risk by 2030. So we're not even going to have bankers no more. Paralegal work, contract drafting, legal research,
wow,
and prime targets as AI tools like Harvey and Consul automated documents analyzing with 90% accuracy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. According to a 2025 study, Stanford studied, I'm going to probably butcher this, Dalio highlights AI's ability to parse vast data settings, threatening research, heavy roles in academy and counseling, senior legal strategy, and courtroom advocacies. Wow, that's crazy. So, are we going to have a judge that presides over a courtroom that's AI? That's crazy.
What about the judge himself?
Right.
And there's no, if a judge wants to lean one way or another, he's able to do that. But AI, it's going to be by the book.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to scroll down a little bit more.
Now, do we want to go back to nurses or no?
Well, it was saying that, but I'm trying to get to it right now because it's such a long,
Well, I didn't know that.
such a long. Let me see. 2023 Lancet study estimates 25% of medical administration tasks could vanish by 2035. But patient, where's she at? That's my little dog.
It's in the front room.
Oh, she's losing it.
She's a masochist. She likes hurting herself.
She's losing it. A medical administrative task could vanish by 2035, but patient-facing care requires human trust, which is true.
Right.
I mean, you don't want a robot coming in, trying to diagnose you. I mean, I would probably unplug him or something like that. I'd kick his gears out.
Kick his gears out.
Teaching, especially in nuanced fields like philosophy or early education. High-level management jobs rely on emotional intelligence. It just goes on and on and on. And basically, what do you do? Like, where do you go when this stuff really starts coming down to pass? And there's no way you can stop it. I know there was a whole big thing on here. I'm trying to look at it right now, but I can't really find it. Bill Gates had a whole big interview. He thinks it's the best thing since white bread. I don't see that it's going to help us as humans. I mean, sure, in some aspects it will, but when it starts taking over human jobs and it's only going to cause the collapse of our country. People are not going to be able to pay their bills. People are not going to be able to eat. There's going to be unrest as far as I'm concerned.
Well, they're getting there now.
Well, yeah, and I mean, AI is just, I guess you could say it's kind of like the new kid on the block, but it's been studied for so long. I don't know. It's very scary.
They're talking about they can even use it to write scripts for movies.
Yeah.
And they can even use it for the actors.
To replace the actors?
Yeah, yep.
Really?
Yeah. With some of them, I wouldn't mind them doing it.
Fly.
I wouldn't mind them doing that, but.
Yeah, right? Here, Bill Gates, within 10 years, and this again is through NBC.com. It says, again, I was just researching around while the baby was in school, well, doing his schooling. Bill Gates, within 10 years, AI will replace many doctors and teachers. Humans won't be needed for most things. Now, this is Bill Gates saying this.
Right.
Okay?
Which, this does not make sense to me. All right. Do they not realize, do they think they're on such a high ivory tower that it won't affect them? Eventually, it's going to come around to bite them.
Bill Gates?
Anybody. Don't matter how much money you got. AI don't care what your bank account looks like. If things go awry, everybody's involved. Do you follow what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right. Right now, he's looking down on us as the peons, and we're the experimental rats.
Yeah.
And like nothing can happen to him. Well, you ought to think about that one.
Well, isn't that like his whole family? I don't want to presume anything, I'd have to research it more, but the gates are kind of
Yep.
off kilter or non-realistic or
Well, they don't have to be. They got the money to do what they want with it.
okay, so basically I'm just going to glance through this real fast. Over the next decade, advances in artificial intelligence will mean that humans will no longer be needed for most things in the world, says Bill Gates.
Yep.
That's what the Microsoft co-founder of billionaire philanthropist told comedian Jimmy Fallon during a interview on NBC's Tonight Show in February. We didn't see that one.
We don't watch him.
Well, that's true. At the moment, expertise remain rare, Gates explained, pointing to human specialties we still rely on in many fields, including a great doctor or a great teacher.
Right.
So, okay. But, and these are in parentheses, with AI over the next decade, that will become free, commonplace, great medical advice, great tutoring. So basically, he says over the next decade, we're gonna the medical field and the teaching is gonna like totally be replaced.
That's the way it sounds.
How can you do that?
I don't know.
I mean, and then it goes on to say, in other words, the world is entering a new era of what Gates called free intelligence. In an interview, it was last month, with Harvard University professor and happiness expert Arthur Brooks. Happiness expert? Sounds like that movie with Sylvester Stallone and what's her name? Was it Demolition Man?
I think so, yeah.
Where
Sandra Bullock.
Sandra Bullock, where everybody was like happy and you had to be happy, and she was like telling him like you can't act like that, and he's like, "What are you talking about?"
Right.
I'm paraphrasing. And then the people that didn't want to follow the new world order
Dictation.
as it was
Dictatorship, I should say.
dictatorship,
Yeah, dictation.
new world order, whatever. They were actually in a sewer hiding out like some kind of rat
Right.
because they were considered outlaws, maybe?
Outcasts.
Outcasts, okay. That was scary. Now, how long ago was that movie?
Probably 30 years ago.
Yeah. I thought it was a great movie. Now, holy sugar.
You can say it. They know what you mean. You can say
I know. It's just not good. Not good. Okay, so basically, Gates is all happy and like proud of this. It's very profound and even a little bit scary because it's happening very quickly.
Right.
I think too quickly. Think before you act. Think twice, act once. There is no upper bound, Gates told the Brooks. Debate over how exactly most humans will fit into the AI-powered future is going somewhat, experts say. AI will help humans work more efficiently rather than replacing them. I think that's a bunch of bullshit, excuse my language. And I'm going to stop reading this right now because I think it's a bunch of crap.
Right.
I really do. Once you start putting a bunch of robots with human beings have feelings, and
Does anybody remember the movie I, Robot?
I never seen that
With
one.
Will Smith? Not that that's what's going to happen, but that'll give you an indication of where it can go.
I never seen that one.
I didn't like it that much, but I'm just bringing it up. That was the concept.
What was it about?
That robots took over. And that a robot killed his master, and I don't remember the whole outline of it, but somehow they were defending him or going after him. I can't remember. And he ended up being the bad dude.
The robot or
the robot.
Wasn't there another one where some guy was dating a robot or something? And she wouldn't listen after a while?
I don't remember that one.
I have to look it up. If somebody knows that movie, let me know. It was Sam, maybe? Was it Sam?
Hi, Sam.
Hi, Sam. But no, I mean, even like with Walmart, I was looking at it today, and they were saying how great it is, and they were showing again. I was watching on YouTube. They were showing how these bots, they call them, would run through this distribution center for
Right.
Walmart faster than a human. Of course they can. They got wheels. And they would pick out everything that they needed. And there was maybe one lady, or I think it was a lady. The bot would come up, and other carts would come up behind it. And she didn't even have to think, because what happened was the bot would highlight the
bin.
bag that,
Right.
it goes in.
Yep.
And all she did was put the stuff in the bag.
It would highlight what she needed to take out of the bin.
Right.
And what bag it needed to go into.
Right.
And it would go to the next whatever if something else was going in there. And they didn't even have to think on their own.
No.
They just did what this light told them to do.
Right. And then whoever that they were interviewing said, well, it'll help out the humans because they don't have to walk from one side of the warehouse to the other. I think the last time I checked, that's called exercise.
They don't care. They're looking for productivity.
Well, again, I mean, do I feel like shopping at Walmart now? Me personally? No, they're taking our jobs.
Right.
I'm sure Amazon's right behind them. And who else?
Target.
Target, too?
They're heading that way.
Oh, jeez.
If Papa Walton was still alive, this wouldn't be going on with Walmart.
Who's Papa?
The one that created Sam Walton.
Oh, Sam Walton. Duh. Okay. I know some lady owns that now.
You know?
Well, yeah. I don't know her personally.
Yeah, his wife.
Oh, is that his wife?
As far as I know.
Oh.
Or maybe his son's got. No, he's got, I think, 2 or 3 sons. He probably might have a daughter. But,
all I know is a lady runs, owns or whatever, CEO or whatever.
Well, they say they got over 4,000 stores throughout the country.
Who knows? They probably have more than that, but I mean, it makes you not want to shop at Walmart.
Right.
Me personally, I mean, if they're going to take people's jobs, no. People need to work. People need to make a living. I mean, thank God that it's not moving faster than what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, we can be here one day and gone the next.
Yeah.
Literally. But I don't know. It's just very scary. Very scary. And like I said, why even send your children to college anymore? Me personally speaking, I would rather have, for instance, Tristan learn a trade.
Right.
A trade that a robot can't do.
I mean, why would you want to drop $100,000 on a degree you can't use?
They even brought up philosophy.
Yeah.
I mean, really? So, I mean, he needs to learn a trade and many trades.
Yeah.
Ones that AI can't touch.
I don't think there's many they can't do.
So, I don't know. But anyway, my belly's full. I had a very nice night
I did
tonight.
too.
I'm very tired. I'm very tired. I want to get in a nice, relaxing bed and chill out while the child is enjoying himself.
And that he is.
He is.
He just tried, what did he just try? Oh, clams?
Oh, clams casino? No, clams with some kind of sauce.
Right.
Oh, wine sauce?
I don't think it was wine sauce.
And she sent me a video of him eating a clam on a half shell with sherry sauce. Sherry something or other. And he's going, I'm like, oh God, oh God. And she said he loved it. He went back for more. God bless him, little one. He'll stick anything in his mouth and try it. He loves to eat. But I'm glad she has him for a while. And,
Right.
give me a break. Calgon, take me away. But anyway, I'm gonna.
AI telephones.
Oh yes.
These little things right here are a great invention. Great for the people. And to the point of now the scam is going on. You want to talk about it? Or you want
No, go ahead. I mean,
now that the scam's going on, they call you or your family and ask for private information stating that they're this one or that one. And if you talk to them long enough, they can copy your voice. And then once they have whoever's phone number or whatever, and some of the information, they could pull a lot of stuff out from whoever they got the information on, which is not an old thing, but this is a new scam on it. But the thing is, they can call your family and sound like you and talk to them. It's just a weird thing that they were talking about. So be careful, because the FBI
is that a scam?
really, she's calling me. Go away. Go away. I'm like, who the hell's calling me 10:30 at night?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
So anyway, the FBI had put out the warning.
Yeah, I'm not.
You
Yeah,
got to be careful.
They get you to say certain phrase words,
Right.
and then somehow they get into your phone or something, and they can steal all your.
Yeah, they can steal all your information from your phone.
Yeah, so you get anything that people are trying to ask you any kind of information, play with them.
Tell them to write to you in a letter with a letterhead, and with a phone number and an address.
Or play with them. Just, I love messing with those people. I mess with them so much they curse me out and hang up on me, and I'm like, I gotta do.
That's because you're so mean.
No, because I like having fun. But yeah, please be careful out there. There's so much crazy stuff going on. With that, we're gonna say goodnight. Be safe.
Good night, John Boy.
Be safe out there. Watch where you're going. Watch behind you. Watch in front of you. Please be aware of what's going on. And we will talk to you soon. Have a great night.
Good night.